What's happening, gang? We're back in the UK. We've landed and I am 1 kilo and 1 week away from Two Bros Kingdom Classic. We didn't get the fucking pro card, but we got the win. We got the W. I'm fucking Arnold Classic champ, Class B. So the reality is this past week has been fucking hell, but with 1 kilo to go, and if you go back to 3 episodes of the No Surrender series, you'll know that we were scraping 1 kilos off the cap one day out. We've got a week to go. I'm better, gnarlier, nastier than ever. But if you are new here, this is the No Surrender series. This is the video documentary of me moving towards my pro card win in Classic. I've come off the back of 2 heart attacks. I've gone through mental health battles over the past 2-3 years, and I am the best possible person I can be. Fuck off! Best possible person I can be at this very moment in time. And I'm so grateful to be taking each and every one of you along this journey. Episode 15 is about to kick off. We've got 1 week to go till stage time again, until the war paint goes on and we're back to business. I'm going to take you through what's happened since we landed back from America, from Ohio, how we've managed the proximity to stage, and then what's got us to this very position where we're ready one week out with 1 kilo to go, and how we are going to be managing that forward. Training is going to take a little bit of a different approach today. The tank is training full volume, obviously. Quad's bigger than the fucking moon, but I'm so grateful for you all. Stay tuned, it's going to be a fucking sick episode. 1 week to go, 1 kilo to go. Let's fucking get it. No surrender. Who?
Just making intro for the gym. Corey is on a, you may have already touched on this, but Corey is on a very deloaded session. Always open these with your teeth, otherwise you can't get enough. Corey's on a very deloaded session today, unlike me. And reason being, I've literally got 2 weeks, week and a half left until I start prep. So I'm still eating all the food, training as hard as physically possible, while Corey watches on.
I just burst makeup all over the carpet upstairs.
Fantastic. That means it's empty. Thank you for that.
Sorry.
Anyway, I'm training full volume, and I start prepping just over a week. So to be honest, maybe we'll make the series about me then. What do you reckon? We'll just
No surrender. Ooh.
No, we'll be bored of that by then.
I've got 3 sets on pec fly, 3 sets on chest press, and then 3 sets by and try superset.
So basically he's going to be waiting for me for about an hour.
Reps in reserve. Why, what have you got?
Like a full leg day.
Have you really?
Lower B.
For fuck's sake. Oh, mate.
You can just record loads of reels with Stephen or something.
Content just leveled up. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Pull back on push day. We are.
This is your second pulled back session, isn't it? You've been training fairly normally.
Yeah, since we landed back from Ohio. Do you want to turn around because the camera's up? Since we landed back from Ohio, we have been holding maintenance calories, which is actually what I'm on today. So we've been holding maintenance calories for what would be in and around 90 kilos of dry muscle weight, which puts me sat at around 350 grams of carbs a day. And every single day since I've been back from Ohio for 8 days, I've literally had a drop until I stalled. Then we ran 2 low day, no carb days, which you all know what that looks
normal
like.
Training.
Fucking hell with normal training. And then we are sat at 90.5, which is exactly a kilo off the cap. So maintenance calories have gone back in. The plan of action, to put it really simply, is going to be to toggle me all the way up until weigh-in day, which is a week from today, on maintenance, low, maintenance, low. So we've got 2 maintenance days now. The idea is to try and hold that, hold our weight where we are, and then when we've done that, then drop into some low days, drive my weight down a little bit more, get me within the cap, and then back to maintenance so I don't have to do the suck that we did in Ohio. If you don't know what that looks like, and if you don't know what we're talking about, go back and watch. I thought I was going to die.
It should bring a better look because you don't have to suck down into the cap and be super depleted. So if you can get down there from pulling off as much body fat as possible, like Corey's pretty peeled in Ohio, like shredded. But there's always more to go, and I reckon that about another 1.5 kilos or to 2 kilos of body fat's probably come off him since. Now he's pretty fucking disgusting.
Fucking
inverted. So now if he can sit just under the cap and cruise into the weigh-in, that should mean he should be able to eat his way through that. They don't have to suck down, don't have to manipulate any kind of water, sodium, anything like that, and then the peak should be really nice and smooth and should bring a better, fresher, nicer look to
We're still
the
going to get some quad espressos in though, guys. You know we're going to get some quad espressos in. This is the last episode before
He's already
weigh-in.
ordered his nicotine gum.
Nicotine gum. Suck on that shit. But yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna ideally we're just going to try and drive into the cap as fresh as possible via toggling maintenance low days. Which, to be honest with you, like I already feel more confident. I'm a week out. I've got 1 kilo to go. Last time were we a day out last time, Stephen? I think we were, weren't we? Literally, like, what a fucking... And it was still smooth sailing, so this is even better and the best I've ever been. I can't wait to pull my pants down and show you in the gym. But yeah, did you put caffeine in mine or just pump?
No, just pump.
Just pump. Pump, baby, pump, pump. See you in a minute.
Cool. You got no fat on your eyes? Like your eyes are like...
Fucking inverted. You know you're getting lean.
They're like fully sunk into your skull. You've got like shadows everywhere.
I was saying the other day, I've got such little amount of fat on my eyelids that my eyelids literally fold over themselves. So I like find myself having to like unfold my eyelids. I look like such a fucking crackhead, man. Feels like there's a storm coming. Kingdom Classic. 7 days. This is turning into the Battle of Britain. It's going to be a big fucking show. And I'm ready. Humble. I'm very, very excited for this show. But there is a fucking storm coming. No surrender. Ho! Landed. We're going to do a walk to warm the bones. At this stage, I was just saying to Stephen then, like 300 grams of carbs, 0 carbs, 500 grams of carbs. I'm going to feel like I'm dying anyway. So we're going to get a 10-minute walk done, get some steps done, accumulate a little bit of fucking warmth to my joints, and then we're going to get stuck in. I'm going to explain to you how we're managing the session specifically, how we managed it post Arnold's. This is coming into the end of the 2nd week, 3rd week, and then we'll be competing this time next week. So warm the bones. Catch you in a minute.
Still here, still doing my mobility work, practicing what I preach while Corey does his 10 minutes of walking. I can't afford to do that many steps. I might lose some full mass. But I'm still doing my mobility work. Like, this is something that's just going to stay forever. And it's important that you don't lose momentum with these things. Like, people start this stuff, they get bored, they think, oh, I've done that for a few weeks now, I don't need to do it anymore, the novelty wears off. Don't let the novelty wear off. Like, I'm still doing this. I would probably say that it's actually getting harder now. Like, my mobility is better, but every single time I get in these stretches, because I'm growing, I'm in the peak of my off season, I'm tight all the time. So every single time I get into these stretches, like I know that I need them. Like they don't particularly get any easier. I just have to sort of reset every single time I go into them. It takes me a few minutes for things to loosen off, for my flexibility to come back before I go into my session. So I think it's just a bit of a takeaway is like, you are implementing this sort of stuff. Anything that you're doing, don't let the novelty like wear off. Like make sure you keep up with these things because it really does make a difference. And I've seen massive progressions in my training and my ability to be able to progress through my sessions, increasing weight, increasing reps, get stronger from doing this. So it's not just a cheap plug to make sure you do your mobility work. Like I don't make any money out of this. I just do your mobility work, keep up with it, and whatever you're doing, legs, upper body, like you will see the benefit from it. So I'm going to continue to do this for probably the next 10-15 minutes, and then I'm going to start to get stuck into my session.
Walk done, logbook written. It's so important at this stage for mental clarity to stick with your routine. So every single day I've come into this gym, I've done my walk on my treadmill, I've written my logbook, I've got focused, and I've executed my session. I understand what I'm doing, I understand why I'm doing it, I understand how I'm going to do it, I visualize everything, and then I just attack. I feel like I'm going to die. Genuinely, I feel like the worst thing that could have happened this morning is me being given 80 grams of carbs. I don't know, that sounds ridiculous to say, but I feel like shit. So the best thing for me when I'm in a hole, best thing for you guys when you're in this hole, is to genuinely just like understand what you've got to do, understand and visualize how you're going to do it, and then just execute. Don't think about it, take the emotion out of it, take the thought process out of it in the way of just like have it written down, have it routined, and then just go. So we're going to get stuck into first exercise, which is cuffed cable fly. We've got 4 sets cuffed cable fly, 2 sets converging press, and then 2 supersets on bicep and tricep, and we're done. We're on 1 to 2 reps in reserve. We're still on 1 to 2 reps in reserve, and that will taper down coming into next week's training. But for now, since we've landed in Ohio, we've been 1 rep in reserve for the first week, 1 rep in reserve for the second week, which is this week, and then just as these sessions start to change and adapt, we're just pulling the intensity back a little bit. The focus now, because all the work is done, is literally just reduce fatigue. Still drive metabolite accumulation, still drive blood flow, but without putting ourselves in a hole. Now we're starting to pull back and really drop fatigue to just bring through that quality. Let's go.
Meanwhile, I'm going to PB the squat press.
Don't care. Fun fact, this pen means more to me than anything. Reason for that, if you have a look, it says Cleopatra ink. I got this pen when I got this tattoo. And what that tattoo says is till death do us part. Me and Mads post-wedding on the 20th of June last year, on the 22nd of June specifically, went to Cleopatra in Cos where we got married and got matching tattoos. And I got this pen. And I fucking hate it because it's yellow. And it never looks good in any pictures, in anything. It doesn't even go in my black book. As you know, I'm super mono. But I can't throw it away because it's our wedding ink pen. Fun fact, I don't know why that's relevant. It's not going to make you put on muscle. It doesn't provide you any value. But still. to decide what I'm doing. I've got a converging press. Now the good thing about hammer strength, in all fairness, although they're not my favourite piece of kit, the convergence on them is absolutely fucking fantastic. If you put your hands nice and wide, it's actually very nice. But I don't know if I want to fucking do it. It's going to be like a bit of a feel-good thing, this, in the way of what feels right is the best thing to do, because that's what you're going to get the most out of. Remember, I'm not trying to grow now. I'm fucking a week out from my show. Like I ain't putting another inch on the breasts. So what I've got to do is just be able to execute perfect sets with the goal in mind, that is to drive metabolite accumulation, blood flow, and be in a position where I can get in and fucking out, and then take some sick photos for Instagram. That's it. Yeah.
My second movement here today is the squat press, or the leverage leg press. And a little bit of a note for everyone, in any leg press movement, the thing that we want to think about here, and the thing what we wanted to avoid, is like rotation at the joints. Now think about the way that your legs function, right? Your knee is a hinge. Now so often I see people with like wide leg press stance, high leg press stance, toes turned right out. As they're coming down towards the body, knees are having to splay out to come round the body, causing a lot of rotation, like internal rotation or external rotation at the knees. Now this is where you're going to fall into a lot of problems and encounter issues with your joints. So part of my knee issues was regarding my mobility, and then actually the way I was leg pressing. So what's really important is, whatever press you're doing, leverage or 45-degree horizontal, think about your foot positioning. Think about how your knees are traveling, and your knees want to be traveling like over your toes. So just have a little bit of a thought process around, as you're coming down with the leg press, what path are your knees doing? Your knees coming towards you and then coming out? When you're pressing up, your knees caving in? Or are you being strict and keeping your knees traveling over your toes the whole time? You'll see when I do this, my feet are really nice and low, so I'm getting full flexion at the ankle. I'm getting as deep as I possibly can to get as much lengthening through the quad and the glute as I can. But you'll notice that my knees are traveling over my toes, and everything is staying in a straight line all the way through the movement. So I'm stronger in the pressing. I'm actually engaging the muscles where I need to engage the muscles, and I'm making sure that I'm looking after my joints by actually working everything in the plane of motion that it should be worked in.
There's always a time in my session where I get summoned by the tank and I get emasculinized. Is that the right word? I get demasculinized. Whatever the fucking word is. I'm just gonna go swap mask. So I haven't got anything better to do. Yep. We go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 2. Yes, nice. 3, good. 1, 2, 3. Right. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 6. Come on, man. Show me fucking 10. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 8. Yes. Money time. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 9. Yes. Go again. Got money there. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 11. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. With test levels as low as mine right now, I would say Mads is more of a man than I am. Now for the fun part, biceps and triceps. We're going to do a superset on here, much like the 15-year-old of me did. We're going to go from the top and then we're going to go from the bottom. 10 to 20 reps, 1 to 2 reps in reserve, 2 sets. It's about as simple as that really. You can get a nice pump, hopefully. So now we've had the best superset known to bodybuilding, bis and tris. We got some blood moving. We got the measly amount of carbs in. It's only right we see where we are. 1 kilo to go. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. The goal was to unlock new levels. Coming back from the Arnolds, that was the main focus, to just be better. I don't think I could be better. At this very moment in time, I've done everything I possibly can. Let's see. We're definitely ready. We're definitely better than we've ever been. So what more could I be? What more could I ask? Nothing. I'm done, obviously, because I had fucking 6 sets to do. Mads has got about 60 sets left, but we're gonna go and support her. She's been dealing with me fucking dragging ass for the past couple of days, and no word of a lie, like, I thought I was bad in Ohio, and you guys have seen what I was like in Ohio at times, but past 2 days that I've been struggling to like stand up. I napped for like 4 hours the other day and was struggling to get out of bed to go to the toilet. Like, I was that bad. But that's the beauty of bodybuilding. There's nothing glamorous about it. It's fucking hell on earth. But if you really love it, you live it. So yeah, we're gonna go and give Mads a bit of an and then we'll sign off. I've got some more bits to talk to you about, but we'll go and see what the tank's doing. Support it. Romeo, Mads has got 400 sets left of legs. I've got about 4 seconds left of life, so I'm going to give it to you all. We're 1 week out, 1 kilo to go. We've got an insight as to what we're doing, or what we've done since the Ohio. Arnold Classic Champ, no surrender. Ooh. Kingdom Classic Champ is coming. Ben Weeder Classic Pro is coming. Mads is going to sign off and tell you exactly what we got coming on. We've got clients at shows, same show that I'm competing at. We've got so much happening, but as always, thank you. Mads is going to sign off by showing you her fucking tanking legs. I can't get over how much muscle this girl has got. It's very exciting. What are you now? One week away from prep?
1 week out from prep. Rory's 1 week out from a big refeed meal, and I'm 1 week out from starving. We've got the regional, we've got clients at the regional, we've got Corey at the regional, he's going to win, the clients are going to win. And then we're going to celebrate with our last off-plan meal together, probably until I finish prep. And we're going to do it in true style, probably with sushi,
Pizza,
maybe a pizza,
burgers,
maybe some Ferrero Rocher, because that's his favourite.
guys.
But until then,
As always,
starving, not starving. Thank you for watching.
see you next time. Peace.